Hello, Culers. Well, did you enjoy the celebrations? We sure did. That's why we've prepared an analytical review of the match. How and why did Hansi Flick outmaneuver Ancelotti again? Why is Madrid one of Barcelona's easiest opponents this season? And why was the battle won in midfield? Give us a like and let's get started. Our coach's game plan was already traditional for us. Maximum pressure on Madrid, starting from the first defensive line. Lewandowski, Lamine, Gavi, Rafinha, and Pedri did everything to prevent Courtois from initiating an attack with an accurate pass. And this often succeeded due to Madrid's weak performance in midfield, where the trio of Valverde, Camavinga, and Bellingham was spaced too far apart. Take the third goal, for example. It's the perfect execution by our team and Flick's plan in action. Courtois makes a pass over Tchouaméni. Gavi directs Lewandowski to press the Frenchman. Tchouaméni sees no continuation in midfield and plays backward because Valverde and Camavinga are marked by Gavi and Pedri, while Bellingham is positioned too high. Robert brilliantly presses Courtois, denying him the chance to develop the attack with a precise pass to Tchouaméni and break through Barcelona's first defensive line. Under pressure, the Belgian goalkeeper makes a poor decision to send the ball into a contest between Vinicius and Araujo, where the Uruguayan has a significant physical advantage. Meanwhile, Bellingham was left alone in midfield. The sequence ends with a Barcelona goal. Koundé's assist in this play is pure artistry. This kind of scenario occurred frequently in the first half. Real resorted to long balls, leaving vast spaces in midfield. After losing possession, Madrid was too disconnected, essentially 6 players behind and 4 up front. This is a massive credit to Barcelona and their first defensive line. In contrast, Barcelona maintained a more balanced division of the pitch, 5 forward, 5 back. Simple concepts, but decisive in such matches. Here's an example of the chaos in the opponent's ranks, with 6 defenders somehow relying on just Rodrigo for support. Where are Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinicius? Flick noticed this issue in the first match of the season at the Bernabeu, and Ancelotti still hasn't fixed it. Moving on. The advantage in midfield stemmed from Flick's plan. The German coach could have opted for Olmo and mirrored Madrid's formation, which resembled a 4-2-3-1 in this match. But this is where Flick's creative genius shines. He predicted Ancelotti's idea with the star-studded front 4 and destroyed Carlo's plan with greater compactness between the lines and swift vertical transitions. Notice how close Gavi, Casado, and Pedri played to one another. Barcelona operated in a 4-3-3 system with 2 interiors, Gavi and Pedri, acting as our reincarnation of Xavi and Iniesta. Casado tried to emulate Busquets. This worked perfectly against Madrid, which spread itself too wide on the field. And let's be honest, Real couldn't keep up with Barca's pace, allowing so many vertical attacks in a single match. The last time we saw something similar was likely in the Champions League semi-finals of the 2020-21 season when Chelsea humiliated Madrid. Now let me show you what I mean by the factor of speed. It's not just physical speed, but also speed of thought and execution. In the early minutes, Lamine easily dribbled Mendy and takes a shot, but notice that if Lamine had passed to Rafinha in the center, Tchouaméni and Valverde simply couldn't have kept up. Federico lost track of the Brazilian well before Lamine's attempt. Then Balde easily outruns Rodrigo with the ball. Rafinha finds a gap between Vázquez and Valverde and comes very close to scoring. Moving forward, Camavinga fails to block Gavi, who delivers a cross into the center, where Vázquez simply can't compete with Rafinha. Another instance shows how Madrid's midfield trio easily allowed their direct opponents to slip behind them. Notice Pedri and Gavi already positioned behind Camavinga and Valverde. Inigo is left alone, unmarked by Mbappe. The chaos continues as Rafinha effortlessly outplays Lucas Vázquez, allowing Pedri to break into open space and threaten the goal. Real's pressing wasn't at the top level, as seen in the first goal. Vinicius failed to block the pass to Lewandowski. Rudiger lost track of the pole, leaving a massive gap. Lamine outran everyone, including Mendy and Tchouaméni. We'll skip the penalty analysis, simply thanking Gavi and especially Camavinga for his clumsy play. Barcelona easily exploited Madrid's flanks. Rodrigo and Vinicius couldn't keep up with Balde and Koundé. This placed additional pressure on Valverde and Camavinga. Barca leveraged their superiority in speed, physicality, and mentality. Even after conceding to Mbappe, the team stuck to Flick's plan. By the end of the half, a disheartened Real made a fatal mistake. That corner play will haunt Madrid fans for a long time. A crucial error by Rodrigo under pressure from Casado led to a one-on-one situation easily handled by Lamine. He unsettled Valverde with his movements, then delivered a timely pass to Rafinha, who won his sprint against a tired Valverde and set up Balde. Balde outran Mendy as well. Let's also applaud how our team ran forward. In this instance, Araujo created a numerical advantage, adding further chaos for the opponent's defense. 1-4, the match was won by halftime. Ancelotti started the second half more aggressively, with Tchouaméni, Rudiger and Mendy forming a back 3. Vasquez moved higher up alongside the midfielders and Jude played in one line with Mbappe. But Barca dismantled this setup quickly. Just 3 passes, Cubarsí to Balde, Balde to Casado, and Casado to Rafinha, sent the Brazilian through to score the 5th goal. After Szczęsny's red card, the match lost its intrigue. Flick reorganized into a 4-4-1, injecting fresh energy with Olmo and Ferran. Casado orchestrated the coach's tactical ideas on the field and the team closed out the game with discipline. Ancelotti tried to add purpose to Real's attacks with Modric, but Barca's compactness proved decisive again. Only 1 goal was conceded. 5-2, a well-deserved victory for Barcelona, achieved thanks to Flick's tactical genius and the team's physical readiness. This match showed that Real, in its current state, is a very favorable opponent for Barca, especially since Ancelotti has moved away from the pragmatism of last season. Remember the matches against City or previous Clásicos? Carlo used to set up 2 defensive lines and play a 4-4-2 with Bellingham working on the left flank of the midfield. Mbappe's arrival has ironically made Real an easier opponent for Barcelona, as the team now leaves massive gaps between the lines. That's the analysis, Culers. Give us a like if you found it interesting and are as happy as we are after this victory. Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe and stay with our channel. Love Barcelona and Visca el Barça. See you next time.